What's going on, guys? It's Heath with Nonstop Progress, and today we're going to talk about the ideal lunch for a footballer. Now, for my lunch, I had salmon, I had vegetables, I had toast with cashew butter, and I had blueberries. An ideal lunch is going to be a very well-balanced meal. It's going to consist of proteins, vegetables, carbs, everything. So you're going to definitely want to make sure that you're getting adequate protein. The salmon is going to be a good lean source of protein. Salmon is also a healthy fat because it contains a lot of omega-3s. Also, I had toast with cashew butter on top. Now, you can use almond butter, you can use peanut butter, you can use whatever you want. I used to use cashew butter because it tastes the best. Overall, that lunch was very healthy and it was very well-rounded. It was very balanced. You want to make sure that you do consume calories that are really well balanced and can properly fuel you for the rest of the day, because it's midday that you're eating. Basically, with dinner you can eat a heavier dinner, but with lunch you need to have a lighter lunch so that you can be able to get back to the activities you were doing. And so if you eat super heavy, you're going to want to have to digest that for another 2-3 hours, and then you're going to miss out on the rest of the daylight. So if you go and train, you're going to make sure that you have a light meal before, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours before, but it has very nutrient-dense foods in it, just like these. The last thing you want is to come to training and then all of a sudden you have to go to the bathroom really bad because you just ate a steak. I mean, you know what I mean? Having a steak for dinner is okay, and that's what I'm going to have in the next video, but it's not good for lunch because it's going to be so heavy on your stomach, and it's going to take 6 to 8 hours for your body to be able to digest that and get it out of your system. So as you can see, the lunch that I ate was really well rounded. I had salmon, I had toast with cashew butter, I had blueberries, I had vegetables. Eating midday is important because it keeps that energy flowing throughout the entire rest of the day. If you skip lunch, all of a sudden through, let's see, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., you're just going to have this crazy energy drop off, and you're literally not going to feel like doing anything. For a regular person, you can afford to skip meals, but for a footballer who has to constantly get trainings and constantly get a lot of exercise out of their body, you have to be properly fueling yourself to be able to deal with these loads. Now, one topic I really want to touch on right quick is the topic of supplementation. Many people ask me, hey Heath, do you need to be consuming protein powder? You need to try to get supplementation out of your foods. Now, what does that mean? You need to try to get your proteins out of proteins from real food like chicken, steak, salmon. You need to try to get your protein from real food, and anything after that you need to supplement and that you can't get in your actual food, you can use powders and you can supplement it, but you need to try to get all of your macros in by eating real foods. I personally have a friend who has a jar for vegetables, for carbs, for proteins. Like, dude, you're eating powders. Do you even know what food is? A lot of supplement companies are actually getting sued because they have so many added things into those supplements that are not listed on the labels. So save yourself and do not get caught up in eating a lot of powders in the place of food. So just because some supplements are bad doesn't mean that they're all bad. Multivitamins and different vitamins like that you take pill form that you can't get heavily concentration levels of it in other foods are fine, because that might mean that you're deficient in those certain vitamins. I personally go to the doctor and I get all of my labs done for a whole bunch of vitamins, and I actually figured out that I was deficient in a lot of things, and now I have supplements to help me become efficient in them. Some people say, you know, nutrition, you shouldn't really dive deep into it, just get your, you know, your proteins, carbs, fats, and your vegetables, but really, if you dive a little bit deeper into it, then you'll really discover that, you know, the little tweaks that you make to your diet really can give you the upper hand on the pitch. So that leads me to the next point, is if you like this video, then definitely give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see y'all for dinner. Peace.